Welcome back, Voyagers. Today, we will look at risk management and how to identify, assess, control, and monitor risks. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more entertaining educational videos. Defining business needs carries risks, whether from underspecifying, overspecifying, or misinterpreting those needs. Underspecified needs happen when not all user requirements are identified. This can lead to a product that doesn't fully meet user expectations. This can waste money, either through subsequent corrections or the need to buy a more suitable alternative. It can limit the product's use or force higher costs due to a lack of alternatives. Overspecified needs arise from a wish list that exceeds essential requirements, often disconnected from budget realities. This can inflate costs, reduce competition, as fewer suppliers can meet the exhaustive spec, complicate the evaluation process due to an abundance of features, limit offers that fully match the spec. Misinterpreted needs occur when there's a disconnect between the user's requirements and the spec writer's interpretation, or when suppliers misread these needs. The result can be unsuitable purchase as the final product service doesn't meet user needs, delays as the product is tweaked to meet actual needs, increased costs for modifications. Imagine ordering a custom coffee machine for your new cafe. In case of underspecified need, you ask for a quality coffee machine but don't mention your need for high volume during peak times. As a result, the machine can't handle rush hour demand. You might need to buy a second machine sooner. Hard to replace without extra costs. In case of overspecified need, you request unnecessary features like a digital display for customer selfies. As a result, extra features inflate the price. Few suppliers can meet your detailed specs. In case of misinterpreted need, you specify user-friendly thinking of baristas, but the supplier focuses on maintenance ease. As a result, the machine is easy to clean but hard for staff to use. Extra training time needed for staff. Possible modifications may be required for ease of use. Clear, concise specifications could prevent these issues, ensuring the machine meets your cafe's real needs. Risk management is vital for any organization, focusing on identifying, assessing, and mitigating threats. It encompasses 4 key stages. First, identifying all possible risks. Next, we assess these risks based on impact and probability. The third stage involves controlling these risks by determining mitigation strategies. Finally, we monitor the risks continuously, checking for changes or new threats. Each step is crucial for safeguarding an organization's objectives. Let's dive deeper into these stages for a clearer understanding. The first step is identifying potential risks, especially those coming from under- or over-specifying needs. This risk list should evolve as new risks emerge throughout the project. Beyond risks listed earlier, we face challenges like insufficient funding, which may delay procurement or necessitate retendering. Impractical tendering timescales can deter suppliers due to inadequate preparation time, leading to fewer bids. Lack of comprehensive market research might exclude potential suppliers from the bidding process. Choosing an inappropriate procurement method or unacceptable terms and conditions can prevent value-for-money bids. Furthermore, perceived bias or confidentiality breaches by the procurement team could lead suppliers to withdraw their bids. Lastly, receiving no responses from capable suppliers limits competition, affecting the quality and value of procurement. In the scenario where a cafe decides to upgrade by purchasing a new coffee machine, opting for a tender process with a pre-qualification questionnaire could pose challenges. Many large coffee machine manufacturers might find the cafe's business too small to consider, leading them to opt out of participating. After identifying potential risks, our next crucial step is assessing them. For each risk, we need to understand 3 key aspects: its potential impact on our organization, the likelihood of detecting it before it causes harm, and the chance of successfully eliminating it. We use a visual aid, a graph, to illustrate this assessment. The horizontal axis represents the chance of detecting a risk, while the vertical axis shows the likelihood of elimination. Our graph is divided into 4 quadrants, each highlighting different risk profiles. Each risk is symbolized by a triangle, with its size indicating the risk's impact. Quadrant 1 houses risks with low detection and elimination likelihoods. These are our top priorities due to their significant impact. Quadrant 2 includes risks likely detected but hard to eliminate, calling for immediate attention. Quadrant 3 covers risks that are difficult to detect but can be eliminated. These become priorities, especially if their impact is significant. Lastly, Quadrant 4 presents risks that are both likely to be detected and eliminated, making them less urgent regardless of their potential impact. This structured approach helps us prioritize our risk management efforts effectively. After identifying and assessing risks, controlling them is our next step, focusing on mitigation strategies. There are 4 key approaches. First, we tolerate low-impact risks, keeping an eye on them for any changes. Next, we treat most risks through proactive planning and contract management to minimize their potential impact. Another strategy is to transfer the risk, often to suppliers or insurers, though this may affect costs. Lastly, we might terminate the risk by changing our strategy entirely to avoid it. Each method plays a crucial role in our comprehensive risk management plan. Let's apply our risk mitigation strategies to a coffee shop scenario. For minor fluctuations in daily customer traffic, we tolerate the risk, as its impact is minimal. Facing supply chain disruptions that affect coffee bean availability, we treat the risk by diversifying suppliers, stockpiling, and planning for alternative sources. To manage liability for accidents on premises, transferring the risk through liability insurance is effective, offloading the financial impact. Lastly, if a faulty coffee machine causes customer dissatisfaction and negative social media attention, we terminate the risk by replacing the old machine with a new one, thus avoiding further issues. The final step in our risk management process involves monitoring the risks, typically through a risk register. This comprehensive tool lists each risk with its unique identifier, identification date, and the person responsible for managing it. It includes a detailed description and an assessment of the risk based on its potential impact, detection probability, and the likelihood of successful mitigation. This assessment often uses a RAG, red, amber, green, status to indicate risk severity, with red representing high severity and green the least. The register also outlines specific actions planned for mitigating each risk and schedules the next review date. Regularly updating this register ensures ongoing vigilance and effective risk management. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling journey. Subscribe to our channel for more entertaining and educational videos. Please don't forget to hit the like button if you really enjoyed our voyage. May your future endeavors be as exciting and successful as our adventure today.